U.S. home prices are in the midst of a major correction. There seems to be some debate over whether this is just a correction or is it a collapse. Or, is it a slow-motion train wreck in which prices keep slowly trending downward for a long time? Not all areas are equally affected. But pandemic-era boomtowns and cities that attracted speculators are going to be particularly hard hit. Home builder confidence is collapsing. Zillow, Redfin, and Opendoor and other iBuyers are selling off their real estate portfolios as fast as they can. Prospective buyers are backing away from the market because they think prices have a lot further to fall. What does this mean for the real estate industry? What does this mean for the future of the economy? And, what does it mean for the future of the United States? But, before we get into that, please press the like button and leave us a comment below. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Home prices are now declining in most markets across the United States. But housing prices are still higher than they were at this time last year. Some experts expect a steeper downturn. Other experts say it is unlikely they will fall too steeply. The U.S. is teetering on the brink of recession. But inflation continues to rage. And the Federal Reserve is aggressively raising interest rates to fight inflation. The pronounced rise in mortgage rates over the past several months has basically made housing more expensive for buyers who need a mortgage. As a result, many buyers are pulling back. Sellers are mixed with some sellers eagerly and systematically lowering their asking price. Still, demand seems to be somewhat strong and that is supporting prices. There is a sharp turnaround the once red-hot, pandemic-driven housing boom. So the year-over-year differences can appear dramatic. Average prices are down for the third straight month, including July, August and September. Either one of them would have been the largest single-month price decline since January 2009, said Ben Grabowski, Black Knight's president of data and analytics. Together they represent 2 straight months of significant pullbacks after more than 2 years of record-breaking growth, Grabowski continued. The only months with materially higher single-month price declines than we've seen in July and August were in the winter of 2008, Grabowski added. That was in the months following the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy and subsequent financial crisis, he added. But, as the experts always say, all real estate values are heavily influenced by local economic forces. And prices are seasonal as well. Families looking for houses often buy larger, more expensive houses in the spring and summer. That is because their children are in school and they want to move when school is not in session. That effect tends to inflate prices. The smaller and less expensive houses mostly sell in the fall and winter. That tends to skew those prices lower. So, comparisons are normally made year over year. Right now, the data show that the average house price is now 2% lower than its peak value in June of this year. The data also show that prices are off their peaks in 97 of the 100 largest U.S. housing markets. But average prices are still about 40% higher than they were in 2019. That is prior to the start of the pandemic. But markets are clearly cooling off. House prices were 13.5% higher in August than in the same month a year earlier, said a CoreLogic report. That is the lowest annual rate of appreciation since April 2021, according to the report. It partially reflects cooling buyer demand due to higher mortgage rates, the report continued. These annual increases will continue to shrink, but will still show a gain of 3.2% by August of next year, the report also noted. The median price of an existing home was up 7.7% year over year in August, according to a report by the National Association of Realtors. That would compare to a 15% year-over-year increase based on data from May. The pandemic was dominated by a boom in the sale of higher-priced, luxury homes. The number of luxury home sales is falling recently. While home prices traditionally fall from July to August, this year they fell at 3 times the normal pace, according to the National Association of Realtors report. Certain markets are softening faster or slower than other markets. Markets seeing the largest declines are ones that are the priciest. San Jose, San Francisco, and Seattle. That makes sense because these markets were basically unaffordable to begin with. And with mortgage rates rising, they are becoming even more unaffordable. Among the other markets seeing big declines are the pandemic-fueled boomtowns: Boise, Denver, Salt Lake City, Phoenix, and Las Vegas. People flocked to these comparably more affordable markets when they could work from home. Big price gains seem to be holding up in Florida markets, at least so far. Some big tech companies are calling workers back to Silicon Valley. Other companies seem to be allowing employees to continue to work from home. Many tech workers moved from Silicon Valley to the Sunbelt and Mountain West during the pandemic. Many experts think that it is unlikely that home prices will fall dramatically. That is because there seems to be much more demand than there is supply. Some may be waiting out the market to see if demand and prices return in the spring, said Grabowski. The new home market has more months of supply than the existing home market overall. But new construction comes at a price premium, and buyers today are contending with higher mortgage rates, Grabowski also noted. Affordability is still at one of the worst levels in history, despite prices softening slightly, according to the National Association of Realtors. What most experts seem to agree upon is that this is not a normal housing market or even a normal correction in prices, Grabowski said. Potential buyers and sellers are weighing the effects of inflation, global economic uncertainty, rising mortgage rates and what seems to be a tight supply of homes. How far and how much prices will pull back, well, nobody really knows at this point. But we are hearing predictions and prognostications from basically everyone these days. The U.S. housing market is likely to suffer a reversal in the wake of policymakers' interest rate hikes, warned Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell on Thursday. We've had a time of a red-hot housing market all over the country, Powell said in a press conference. U.S. mortgage rates reached 6.25% last week. This is the highest that mortgage rates have been since 2008. U.S. home prices are higher than they were in 2021. But prices seem to be declining every week as sellers get more desperate and buyers back away. So home sales are declining because lack of affordability is scuppering demand. Sales of existing homes have fallen in every month in 2022. Sales of previously owned U.S. homes fell for a seventh straight month in August. This is the longest streak of decreases since 2007. Home builder sentiment is in a record collapse. We need to go through a correction to get back to a place where supply and demand are better aligned, price gains are reasonable, and people can afford properties, Powell said. Property prices were going up at an unsustainably fast level, added Powell. However, it will take a while for home prices and rents to cool more significantly, Powell further noted. But what do you think? Please press the like button and leave us a comment below. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Please share this video on social media. Thank you for watching.